So do you also use IndiaMART to get more leads for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce for social media marketing agency. So with here I'm running a social media marketing agency and we use IndiaMART to get more leads for our business. So now what I want is that as soon as a new lead is received through IndiaMART, I want to add that same lead details into my Salesforce CRM too, so that my sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between IndiaMART and Salesforce. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen.
Welcome to my screen everyone. So as you know, in this tutorial I'll show you how to automatically add IndiaMART leads or inquiries to Salesforce for your social media marketing agency. This automation helps you to organize leads in real time, enabling your team to follow up quickly and efficiently. Also, this can help you to convert your potential clients into paying clients. So let's get started with a really simple example. So let's say that my name is Demo Lead and I'm submitting a dummy inquiry right over here. Okay, so as you can see, I've entered the requirement details. I'm going to click on next and then submit. And as you can see that we have successfully submitted the demo inquiry. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to put my Salesforce and check that if the details of the potential client who submitted the inquiry have been added in my Salesforce account or not. So I'm going to open my Salesforce, and as you can see that it has been added. Over here you can see the name of the potential client, the phone number, the email, and the rest of the details. So yes, with this we have successfully added them into Salesforce. So yes, you must be wondering that this is such a good trick to nurture your leads so that your sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. So how did I did this? I simply created a connection between my IndiaMART account and my Salesforce account, and in order to build this connection I used Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let's get started. And if you wish to learn this tutorial step by step, you don't have to skip this video. Watch this towards the end and I promise this would be really helpful for your business. Okay, so to build this connection I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in, and as soon as we're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly, but in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect's account, and as soon as we're going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I have already created in which I save my workflows. So if you wish to learn how to create a new folder or a subfolder, you can click on this hyperlink given right over here which says learn more. So with here I want to save my workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce for social media marketing agency. And then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we to click on create, it is opening the most important window for automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So yes, by this you can finally understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And in order to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as IndiaMART because what I want is that as soon as a new lead or a new inquiry is received through my IndiaMART, automatically my workflow should be triggered or started. So I'm going to search for IndiaMART and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new leads. So basically trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. Okay, and as soon as we're going to select the trigger event, it is giving me a webhook URL. So what we have to do is we are going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our IndiaMART account and a Pabbly Connect's workflow. Okay, so first we're going to copy this webhook URL and then we're going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your IndiaMART account, navigate to the lead manager section in the left tab, go to import export leads from the three dots, and then click on I am leads push API. Okay, we are going to follow the same. I'm going to put my IndiaMART account right from here, and as you can see the same. And now from the left side of the bar we have to go on this lead manager, and after coming on this lead manager you can see three dots which says menu, and then import export leads, and then push API. Okay, so I'm just going to come on right over here, and now it is asking me to select the source and the CRM platform name. So here you can see that in the help text it stated that choose other in the select source option and enter Pabbly Connect in the CRM platform name. Okay, we are going to follow the same. For the source I'm going to select it as other, and as soon as I'm going to select the source as other, it is asking me for the CRM platform name. For that we are going to enter it as Pabbly Connect, and now it is asking me for the webbook listener URL. So what we are going to do is I'm just going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow right over here. Okay, this is the webbook URL which we pasted right over here in this webbook listener URL. Okay, and after pasting this we are going to click on this button which says save details, and as soon as we're going to click on save details, it is asking me for the reason. Why do I wish to shift my IndiaMART leads to any other application? So here I'm going to select my reason as I can easily assign leads to my sales team and manage their performance. You can select any another reason of your choice too. Okay, so I'm just going to select this reason, and we're going to click on this button which says click to generate OTP, and as soon as I'm going to click on this button, it is saying that it has sent me a OTP. Okay, so I'm just going to enter the OTP received right over here. So I'm just going to enter the OTP right over here, which is this, and after entering this OTP we are going to click on submit, and as soon as you to click on submit, yes, you can see integration live. You can see this green right over here, right? So yes, with this we have successfully created an integration, or you can say connection between our IndiaMART account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. But over here it is saying waiting for a webbook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So over here what we have to do is we have to do a test submission or record in order to capture this webbook response. So what we have to do is I'm going to open this CRM push API once again, and we're going to test this webbook URL and our connection. Okay, I'm going to open my CRM push API, and over here you can see the button of test your webbook listener URL, right? So I'm just going to click on this button, and once again you can see the green button of test, so I'm just going to click on this, and as soon as I'm going to click on this, you can see that it is giving me a curl request header, and as soon as I'm going to receive this, yes, with this we have successfully completed our testing. Okay, so I'm just going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the webbook response or not, and as you can see that Pabbly has captured the webbook response. Over here you can see all the details. You can see the subject, you can see the sender's state, sender's pin code. Over here you can see the phone number, you can see the sender's name, mobile number which is alternative, and the real mobile number. But you must notice that this subject is not related to our services, right? So over here what is happening is that I'm using a test IndiaMART account. That's why I received the default details. If you're using a live IndiaMART account, you're going to receive the live details of your lead right over here. Okay, so as you can see that we have successfully received this response. I'm going to show the full response. Over here you can see the company name received, you can see the city, over here you can see the address, the product name, and the query message, right? So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new lead is received from my IndiaMART account, automatically this workflow would be triggered, and Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. And now further what I want is I want to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce, right? So for my action application I'm going to select it as Salesforce. So I'm going to search for Salesforce right over here, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it right over here, and as soon as we just select the action application, it is asking me for the action event. Okay, so I'm just going to look for create lead right over here, and as you can see the same, so I'm going to select it and click on this blue button which says connect, and as I'm going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Salesforce account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and once again we have to click on this blue button which says connect with Salesforce, and as soon as we to click on this button which says connect with Salesforce, over here you can see that Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So what we have to do is I'm going to click on this allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow, Pabbly is safe right over here. Okay, and as soon as we're going to click on this allow right over here, yes, you can see authorization successful. We have successfully connected our Salesforce account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the last name, the first name, title, company, phone, email. Okay, so what we are going to do is I'm going to enter the lead details right over here, which we received from the response of our IndiaMART, right? So we're going to enter the same lead details right over here. We are not going to copy paste the details or enter it manually, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping, right? So mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected IndiaMART as our trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So let's understand mapping with a really simple example. So it is asking me for the last name, right? So let's suppose I'm going to enter the last name right away by typing it like this. Then this will not change with every new response received, because this is static information and I've entered it manually. But if we're going to map this from the previous response, suppose I'm going to search for name in the previous response, so I'm going to search for it, and as you can see, the same. So let's suppose we're going to map the sender's name from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. So as you can notice that I've mapped the sender's name and the last name only right over here, because I've only received a single name, not the full name. Okay, because I'm using a test IndiaMART account. If you're going to receive the first name and last name, you have to map it accordingly right over here. Okay, so we're going to map the required details only. So last name, we have mapped it. It is asking for the first name and title, so it is not the required field, so I'm going to leave it as blank. Over here we're going to map the company, right? I'm going to look for company in the previous response, and as you can see, company, so we're going to map it. We're going to move on forward. We're going to map the phone number right over here. I'm going to look for phone, and as you can see, the phone, so we're going to map it. We're going to move on forward. Over here it is asking me for many details, so we're going to only map the details which are required. So over here it is asking me for the lead source. Let's suppose I'm going to keep it as other. It is saying status, I'm going to select it as open, not contacted, and then for the rating I'm going to select it as warm. And after entering all of these details, I'm going to click on this blue button which says save and send as request. And as soon as I'm going to click on this button, yes, you can see success. With this, we have successfully created a new lead in our Salesforce account with the same details we received from the response of our IndiaMART. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Salesforce and check for the new lead created. So I'm just going to open my Salesforce account, and over here we are going to go on leads. And as you can see, recent items Prabhat, so I'm just going to open it. And as soon as I'm going to open this, yes, you can see that we have successfully created a new lead. You can see the name, over here you can see the company, you can see the lead status, the lead source, the rating, and the phone number which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new lead is received from my IndiaMART account, automatically Pabbly is going to add the details of the same lead into my Salesforce without any manual efforts. So we don't have to come back again to our workflow and click on save and send test request. This is going to run in backend. We just have to sit back and relax. So yes, this was it for the video, and now I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for the trigger application, we selected IndiaMART. For the trigger event, we selected new leads. For the action application, we selected Salesforce, and then for the action event, we selected create lead, because I wanted that as soon as we receive a new lead from my IndiaMART account, automatically the details should be get added into my Salesforce account. And yes, we were successful with our workflow too. Over you can see the lead details are added during this video with the help of my workflow. So yes, this was it for the video, and now my sales team can finally nurture all the leads and get all the leads details into my Salesforce directly. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.